Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors is closed. The Heart of Otter Creek is closed.
Okay. Are there any other Facebook pages that you've maintained in the last year other than the 7 you just mentioned in this deposition?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fine. All right. Now we'll... All right. Stop sharing there. All right, finally, we're going to get to your petition now. All right, ma'am, can you see this screen? I can make it bigger if you can't read it. Ma'am?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. This is 50 pages. Do you recognize this as a pleading you filed in this case on September 7th, 2023?
I mean, yeah, I filed it. Sure.
All right. By the way, I forgot. I want to ask you something. You had said, and again, it sounds like it's news to me, and I just wanted to follow up with it. Did I hear you say something about signs around town that you posted, or somebody posted? I didn't know what you were talking about. His fans posted. What were you talking about? I go back.
Jeremy has accused me of posting signs and writing signs and putting them all around Otter Creek that I did not do. He said that he talked to a family member that said that was my handwriting. I have never written a sign and put a sign up anywhere about Jeremy Hales, ever. Never. Ever. Never. That is not my writing. It is not me.
Well, this is awkward considering a forensic handwriting expert says 100% LIEnette wrote half of those signs. Not to mention, oh, yeah, it's debunked. LIEnette and Crook posted signs all over Otter Creek about Russ the Sus, Stewart, Mary, Attorney Worm, and the list goes on and on. As a matter of fact, there's only 2 people in a town of 100 that has ever posted any signs handwritten. Can you guess who those people are? Yes, that would be the same individuals who the R word and the N word and so many other foul words roll right off the tongue. See how she caught herself here?
I don't need to read it. I'm not mentally
okay,
challenged.
You don't need to
mentally challenged enough to actually contact the handwriting expert, no matter what anybody says who claims to be representing her. It is all evidence that will be presented in federal court.
This sounds really weird because I'm new to the scene here, but how do you know it's not your writing if you haven't seen the signs? I don't understand that.
I have a picture of the sign.
Where?
He's posted it all over the internet. He gave it to the judge in Ohio.
I'm not the lawyer in Ohio. I'm new to the case. I'm just trying to
I have a picture of the sign.
Can you show it, please?
And how else would I know that I didn't do it? Because I didn't do it.
I know, but show me the picture you're talking about.
Let me see if I have it. Hang on a second.
And go ahead. Oh, wait.
Can you please go get me my medication off the fridge in my shed? Thank you. It's here somewhere. If I can't find it here, I have it on my phone.
Take your time. I just need to look at it.
Yeah, sure.
Can you? I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, there we go. Put that back because now I couldn't see what you were holding up. Okay.
I don't know. Where do you want it?
I can see it. That's fine. So that's only one sign?
That's it's the only one I've ever seen him say. He says signs, but he
Right.
only shows this one.
That's what I was going to ask you. You said sign. So but you've never done any signs about Jeremy Hales, right?
I never have put up any signs anywhere about Jeremy Hales ever.
Okay.
Ever.
And when you say signs, you're talking about something similar to what you just showed us?
This is what he is talking about, only this.
Can you put that back on the screen? Can you put that back just for a second?
Yes, that right there.
So that looks like some sort of, is that a paper? Have you seen that before?
I've never seen it before. It looks like a
What does it
white.
say? No Ohio. Go back. I'm going to see what it says. Please put no Ohio. It's too close to the screen. No Ohio in Levy County. Stop Jeremy Hales. Have you ever, and again, I'm going to give you the instruction. Please don't interrupt me. Let me get this question out before you're interrupting me. Have you ever made a sign in which you mentioned Jeremy Hales at all?
No,
Okay.
never.
Never wrote a sign that says Jeremy Hales. Ma'am, please stop shaking your head because you didn't hear the question. Okay. You've never made a sign that says Jeremy Hales is a rapist, right?
No.
Survey says the professionals do not agree with LIEnette at all. As a matter of fact, I have a 32-page document from the nation's #1 forensic handwriting expert, which in conclusion, I've never shared to this date, and yet I'm going to share right now, is going to mention documents. So there are documents such as the signs that were posted all over Otter Creek. And there are documents that LIEnette ran to Levy County Courthouse. She, in her own words, ran and she filed this motion and she filed this affidavit. She just gave us more and more and more evidence to do a thorough investigation. And in conclusion, based on the documents examined, these signs and all the documents in the court, my professional opinion is that the writer of the handwriting on K1 through K12, that's all the court motions, affidavits, everything that LIEnette personally handwrote, documents, wrote, bold, italicized, you see it right there, wrote the question handwriting on the Q1A through 3BQ documents. Wait. LIEnette claims she's never seen any of this before. LIEnette claims that she has no idea, and yet the nation's forensic handwriting expert says, without any doubt, any question whatsoever, it's her. Not only that, there are those that are attempting to say that, no, LIEnette would never, ever contact the forensic handwriting expert. Not only do I have the call log right here, I literally have the call log of her phone call, which I'm not going to show in great detail. She contacted the forensic handwriting expert on April 26, 2024 at 10:13 a.m. What I will share with you is that she was even dumb enough to leave a message for 1 minute and 37 seconds. And yes, all of this will be played. All of this will be unveiled in federal court. LIEnette is, without a doubt, beyond guilty. Unfortunately, I can't make that judgment. The judge, the federal judge, will be making that judgment.
Okay. Never made a sign that says Jeremy Hales needs to get out of Levy County.
No.
And it's all right. Okay. Have you ever seen signs around Levy County, or actually around Otter Creek, that says anything about Jeremy Hales?
No, never saw him. Neither is anyone I've ever spoken to.
All right. One moment. Okay, let's go back to the screen. All right, this is your first petition. And you pretty much have gone through this with the court and with Judge the Thomases, but I'm going to just see if I can find any follow-up questions. Yeah, now here, you wrote in this petition that Mr. Hales has a criminal history involving violence or threat to violence?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Someone sent me a screenshot of his note of his protection orders that he had on him from his ex-wife.
And you think that someone, what state was that? Do you know?
That came from Ohio.
Okay.
It had an Ohio heading.
A mutual restraining order, which is standard law and practice during a divorce. And it has nothing to do with being with or near or around each other. It has everything to do with freezing assets until the courts actually divide those assets and decide who gets what. Mutual restraining order.
So someone who has an Ohio protection order entered against them has a criminal history involving violence or a threat to violence?
All I read on it was that he had a protection order that he could not have contact with his ex-wife or his children.
And you think that's a criminal record?
I don't. Are these things criminal? I mean, I'm being told that I'm being looked at in a criminal case.
Ma'am, again, you don't get to ask the questions. I
don't know. To me, that seems criminal. He has a lot of traffic tickets. Those are criminal.
So there was no other reason other than there was no other reason other than this Ohio order, which someone showed you, for you to say to the court that Mr. Hales has a criminal history, right?
He has a criminal history of a lot of speeding tickets, and he had no contact orders against him from his ex-wife and his children.
And you think those are criminal records?
So
right?
That's all. I do believe that's a criminal record. Okay. When I am asked if I have a criminal record, 40 years ago, my ex-husband or a husband.
Which one? There's been so many. How are we supposed to keep up with all these husbands, these ex-husbands, these, not my husband, but my soulmate? Side note, in regards to my kids and my ex-wife, there is no contact order, okay? So we're clear, there is not a no contact order. So my ex-wife and I can contact each other at any point, at any time, any way we want. And the same is true of my children. So my two youngest can contact me, be with me whenever they want. And my oldest was never a part of that visitation plan. As a matter of fact, I had to sue my ex-wife for contempt of court because when we did the visitation plan with my oldest, her and her lawyer put in there that Jeremy could see her anytime he wanted, but both guardians had to agree. And guess what the female guardian did? Disagreed to everything. And then went back to court, found guilty, contempt of court, the judge saying, you don't put this terminology in the record and then disagree. You do this again, you're going to jail.
Put a company in my name and then wrote a check for garage doors, left me holding the check, and he took the merchandise and I got in trouble for it. So that's a criminal thing, but that's been expunged off my record because I didn't do it. So can you say I have a criminal record? Guess.
Yeah, probably can. Now that I mentioned that, we probably can. So let me get, were you ever found guilty or did you plead guilty to a felony?
No. Nope, never.
What got expunged? What do you mean?
After 40 years of being on having that, it was a class 5 misdemeanor. It was like stealing a piece of candy.
Okay, that's not a felony, ma'am. That's not a felony.
No,
All right.
no.
Okay, I understand. So it was just that you believe that Mr. Hales had a criminal history, right? Based on what you've testified to, right?
Well, yeah, a criminal record is your rap sheet, whether it's traffic tickets or trouble. That's a criminal record. So under my understanding of what a
Ma'am, please
criminal
stop.
record is,
Okay, ma'am, does a traffic ticket involve violence or the threat to make violence?
but that's not what they call, when you look up someone's criminal record, you look up, it comes up with everything. Traffic tickets, anything that they've done. So
Well,
under
okay,
my belief of the wording of criminal, anything that falls under on your police record is a criminal record. Yeah.
can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see it.
So this is the question that I asked you.
I
You check
answered.
the box. I'll do the instruction again if I have to. I don't want to. When you see this, you check the box that says, please mark all sections that apply. Right here. Okay. You said that you're a victim of stalking because Jeremy Hales has a criminal history involving violence or the threat of violence if known. And my question is, you agree with me, don't you, ma'am, that a traffic ticket is not involving violence, right?
An order of protection against your wife and your children is very serious. Courts don't give them out, as we are dealing with right now, and you know that, for nothing.
So again, you can answer my question.
Protection order is because his wife did not feel safe. His children did not feel safe.
You're not responding to my question, so I'm moving to
I
strike.
answered the question. I'm done answering it.
No, you did not. Let's try it again. A criminal history involving violence does
I
not
plead the
mean,
fifth.
you're pleading the fifth. I didn't even finish the question. You can't plead the fifth until you hear the question.
I'm pleading the fifth.
You
You're
haven't heard
badgering me and making me
haven't
say
heard the
something that
question
I'm
yet.
not.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
No, I'm not. Let's try it again. Maybe you're misinterpreting. Let's listen again. Please listen
Nope.
carefully. A criminal history involving violence does not mean traffic tickets, right?
We're not talking about just traffic tickets.
A
You're
criminal
talking
history
about a
involving violence,
protection order.
ma'am, a criminal history involving violence does not mean traffic tickets, correct? Yes or no?
I plead the fifth.
Have fun looking up my traffic tickets. I drive a lot, and I have some rules. Drive fast, no brakes, take risk, and stop at every thrift store and garage sale along the way.
Okay. Okay. Now I have by the way, I have this, and you mentioned something about a video log or something. I didn't see it. So I want to go through this. This 50 pages, where is this video log that you mentioned about videos that you intend to use? I'm going over every page. So I need you to stop. Maybe I missed it. It's possible. But I'm looking at
I gave it to the judge. I don't know.
You didn't give it to me. Again, I just want to know what video. Oh, here's the link. Here's one. Is this one right here? Right here. Is that one right here?
I have no clue. What is that?
Filing, ma'am. This is page 41 of your filing in September.
Okay, I have no clue, sir. I gave the judge everything that I had. I gave it to him.
You attached.
So where is the beginning? Find where's the beginning of that page, of that document?
Ma'am, you
not of the filing.
Ma'am, let's start again.
What's the name of that document?
Again, I get to ask the questions, not you.
Okay.
So this is this evidence log, and then you list the videos with the
Yes.
okay. See,
Now you understand.
now I understand, and that's why I'm showing this to you.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, that's why I'm showing this to you. Yeah, the coin dropped. Good. Now we're on the same page. All right. So we're going to go over this one by one. In fact, we're going to work this way with your evidence log, as you call it. All right. All these testimonials, you tried to omit them and the judge said they're hearsay. So we're not going to deal with those. Let's deal with starting here after the testimonials. By the way, you said you have no fans. So who are these people? Are these your friends?
They are my friends.
Okay. So
Those are friends.
Angela Gleason is your friend, right?
Yes.
Wayne Woods is your friend, right?
Yes.
Who is MH Newsletters? Marla Hughes. Is Marla Hughes your friend?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
But these were thrown out, so you can't use them. So I object to you going over them.
I'm just asking the names, man. That's all.
Yeah,
Heather
I object to you going over them.
You don't get to object. I get, okay.
Okay.
Heather Marion, she your friend?
Who?
Heather Marion.
Yes, she is my friend.
Angela Gleason, you did that her twice. Okay. We'll come back. All right. Now, okay, so I got to make sure you have timestamps and relevant. See this on page 24, timestamps on relevant portion of transcript at 058. Is that what is that this video here you're referring to with this website address? Cops called on bad neighbors.
Just a minute, and I'll pull up my own so I can look at it.
Ma'am, I didn't ask you to do that. Go back.
Can I look at my own so I can see it?
Go back, please. No, sit down, please. No, I'm not asking you to do that.
So,
if you need to
okay,
look
then
at it,
I plead the fifth because I can't read all that. I have my own right here that I could go to my page and look at. But since you won't let me, I'm going to plead the fifth.
no, ma'am, I'm not saying I won't let you. I just got to answer the question. As you sit here today, you weren't able to say whether this transcript comes from this video called Cops Called on Bad Neighbors, right?
I'm not sure if it's the video ahead of it or behind it. You won't let me look at mine to look.
Well, let's see. Let's make it a little smaller and you can see. You put B. Wait, let me ask you this. Did you type this log?
No, I didn't. And that's already been testified in court.
Well, I wasn't there. So who typed this log? Mr. Cook?
No, a friend of mine did.
Who typed it, ma'am? What's your friend's name?
Her name is Lizzie, and that's already came out. I do not know her last name, and that's all I know about her.
Can you really claim somebody's a friend if you don't know their last name? You've never literally met them in person? I mean, there's tons of people all over the internet claiming to be something or someone they're not, claiming to be successful lawyers, and yet they don't have a single client. And they're up all night for hours on end, just talking trash. Yeah, that's not a real friendship. But what has happened is she has now involved every single one of these fools in this court case. There's no way out for them. They are now a part of it.
Well, how did you get this log?
I printed it. She sent it to me and I printed it.
How did she send it to you?
I don't remember how I got it.
Do you still have it?
I have it printed right here.
Not printed. Do you still have her?
No, I do not. No, I do not. I printed it. There was no need to keep it because I printed it. I don't have enough storage on my phone to keep hundreds and thousands of documents and pictures.
Did she text it to you or email it to you?
I don't remember.
Did you, this, what's her name? You said her name is what? Her first name what?
Her name was Lizzie. It was already brought up in court.
How, have you ever met Lizzie?
No, I have not. She's an internet friend who's now become a very close friend.
Well, she's now become a very close friend. You can tell us what you know about her. Tell us about your close friend. Where does your close friend Lizzie live?
I don't know. And I'm not going to give out information that would make her a victim of Jeremy Hales.
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to answer my questions under oath. Do you know her last name or not, ma'am?
No, I do not.
How do you communicate with her? If she's such a good friend of yours, tell us how you communicate.
We
with her.
message back and forth on internet.
What does that mean?
She's an internet friend.
How do you message somebody on the internet?
Well, let's see. There's Messenger.
How do you message
There's
her?
WhatsApp.
How do you?
I
did you
Messenger
use that?
on Messenger. We speak on Messenger.
Facebook Messenger?
Of course, yes.
Okay. Do you have those messages still?
No, I do not. I do not keep my messages because my phone is a stupid, cheap Android with no freaking storage.
No, I don't know a lot about Facebook and Messenger, but isn't that available in the cloud? Doesn't Facebook keep that in the cloud? If you want to go back and see your messages?
I have no clue because I erase my stuff in Facebook. I don't keep it.
Okay. So again, I need to know, are you taking
It's right here. You have it. It's right there. You have it.
Once again, it's got to be over 100 times. You've interrupted a question. It's got to be, maybe it's approaching 100, I'm sure.
Good.
But let's try it again without interruption. Please don't assume you know my question. What it's going to be. Just let me get the question out, then you can answer it. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So earlier you said you're taking the fifth, and I just got to make sure. Are you taking the fifth as to answering any questions about your friend? What's her name? Lizzie. Lizzie.
Yes.
Hey, that's all you had to do. I won't ask you any more questions about Lizzie or anything else that Lizzie gave you because you're taking the fifth, right? Right, ma'am?
Sure.
All right. Well, then we'll just have to. So you didn't, but I will ask you this, ma'am, because this does relate to it. And if you want to take the fifth, that's fine. But I need to talk to Lizzie if you're not going to give me information about this. But did you at least read the evidence log that Lizzie gave you?
Yes, I have read it. And as far as I know, most of the videos are gone. He removed them, renamed them, or removed them. As far as I know, most of these videos are not even available anymore. I don't know.
Okay, so I haven't done it, but if I go to copy and paste those website addresses that you have in here, you're telling me that the video's gone, right?
I'm not sure. I was told that a lot of videos have been renamed, moved. So I don't know.
Who told you?
People message me and say, oh my God, he renamed all of his videos. Oh my God, this and that.
Who are these people?
I don't even know. Some of them are people that are just trying to tell me that they're standing up for me. They feel bad for me.
And those are on Messenger also, those messages you mentioned?
I don't keep them. Some of them, I have kept the bad ones. Sure.
Can you show me any message where someone told you that Mr. Hales took those videos down?
No, I don't have anything saved that says that somebody said they took them down. It's just we were talking about it and somebody said that they believe that a lot of them are gone.
Okay.
And maybe they're still there. If they're still there, yay, then I can use them, right?
And I can use them. We all can use them. I haven't done it yet. Let's figure it out.
Neither have I.
Let's go each one. We're starting out with your evidence log. Personal information disclosure. And so, ma'am, if somebody gives out That, and just, so you're saying that he disclosed your information on these pages. If I go on the property records website of Levy County, won't I be able to find your homestead address?
What are you talking about? What are you asking me?
Okay, this
So
is a
you just accused me of saying that he is giving out my personal information. When did I just say that?
Ma'am, I get to ask the questions, but normally because you don't understand my question, as I told you, it's a good point to ask me for clarification. So I'm going to ask you again, and I'll show you the answer right here. You're the one that's saying that he gave out your personal disclosure to people on the, you're saying it right here.
He absolutely has doxed me, given out all my names, everything. But I'm not sure of the names of each video. I'm going to have to go back and look.
Non-responsive.
I already told you why.
Yeah, man, I got to ask you something because that's not responding to the current question. So I got to ask you something. Right when you went to take the bathroom break, I believe the video showed you taking some medication or something in your mouth, and then we heard you saying something about your medication. Have you taken medication during this deposition?
Sure, I take a headache pill. I have a headache.
Okay, what was that pill?
I'm not. That's my business. It's none of your business. It's a HIPAA violation.
You took
it's
something.
My medical.
Are you taking? That's not a HIPAA violation. What?
Yes, it is.
What did you take during this deposition?
I took a Tylenol.
Okay, fine. So I wasn't talking about what you thought I was talking about. What I was talking about was that you said that he's the one that gave out your information. And now you have these links. So my question was not about that. If you listen, I said, and you said, what are you talking about? What I'm talking about is, isn't your address publicly available?
It is now that he gave it all out.
I've never given out her personal information, but she has it posted everywhere online. She literally begs and pleads with people. If you have questions, contact me. Now, we've shown all these screenshots before, and you know it's going to be a part of the court process as well. I don't need to go there again, except just to say, yeah, debunked.
And it is now with my...
Do you know that in Florida, you own the property, right? Where you live? You own your...
Yes.
Right? Okay. Have you declared that property as a homestead?
I believe so.
Do you know that anyone can find out anyone's homestead address in the state of Florida by going to a property appraiser or a tax office county website?
So what?
So that means it's public, ma'am.
Okay, but all my married names weren't public. All of my personal information about what I did as employment and what I've done for my whole life from 18 on wasn't public.
Actually, yeah, that's how I got it. It was all public information. Vast majority of it made public by none other than LIEnette herself, who can't keep her mouth shut online.
Your address.
Harley's information wasn't public.
You're not responding. Your address is public. Your address is public. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. Let's go to part B now. Or C, sorry. Is your cell phone number a private number?
May I get up and shut the door because it's cold in here? Can I shut the door again, please?
Of course.
Never mind. It's shut.
Of course. I don't even want to wonder who shut her.
I yelled loud enough that he heard me.
We didn't hear you yell, but okay. We've heard you yell a lot, but we didn't hear you yell that. Okay, so is your cell phone number or your telephone number private?
No.
Okay. And that's because Jeremy gave it out, or is it available otherwise to other people?
Jeremy did give it out. but my tortoise rescue does have my number on it. Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, now we see some sort of web address here. Driving by the house and recording, intending to berate LIEnette and John for his YouTube channel.
Oh.
We'll watch that video. Town employees quit after corruption is uncovered. Jeremy and his passengers see LIEnette and John parked in the neighbor's house. He slowly drives the LIEnette, turns around, and closely follows them to their property. Did you see this video that's being referenced here?
Bits and pieces of it. If it's right there, then yes, I saw that part of the video. I watched everything that's time stamped.
Okay, and did you get alerted to this video because you watched it by yourself? On your own volition, did you watch the video, or did someone tell you to watch this video?
This is one where I believe he followed us to our property, and then I'm not sure if this is the one where Russell Meeks pulled into our driveway and he filmed us at the end of our driveway having a conversation.
Oh, that's not.
I'm not sure. I'd have to refresh my memory. I don't know. This thing was done a long time ago.
This thing, you mean this evidence log was done a long time ago?
Yeah, May.
Okay.
I would have to watch it to refresh my memory to see what it was.
Well, let's see. We're in May of 2023. Well, let's make it easier. You said that before you moved to Otter Creek, you'd only watched a couple of Jeremy's videos, right?
Right.
Okay. And then you testified earlier in this deposition that you've watched many videos once you got here as a fan, right?
No, I did not say that I watched many videos. Again, you're putting words in my mouth.
I can't imagine anybody in their right mind wanting to put anything in that evil woman's mouth. Now, I hope you understand, Randy already has all the answers to all the questions. She's just incriminating herself further and further and further. We have lists and pages of text messages of her texting individuals in Otter Creek about every video she watched. I mean, she couldn't handle it when we were in Hawaii, when we were at the Grand Canyon. She could not handle it. Like, how in the world can they do these things? The residents of Otter Creek will be there to testify against her for myself and George and all the rest of the residents of Otter Creek.
Well,
no, I did not.
Okay. So I want to make sure I'm following this. When you got here to Otter Creek, before you had problems with Jeremy, okay, were you watching his videos regularly?
No, I was not. I was busy.
Got it. Did you ever watch his videos on your own choosing? Without anyone
once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. What does that mean?
Once in a blue moon. I'm busy. I have a 4-year-old daughter with a life-threatening metabolic disorder with a feeding tube. I have a property. We're building a house.
There's no need to shout, ma'am.
I don't have time to sit and watch videos of Jeremy Hales. I watched some storage unit videos. That's it. But when Mr. Hales started attacking the townspeople, I stopped watching Jeremy Hales altogether.
So you've never watched Jeremy Hales videos, not about storage units, because you just wanted to watch, not because someone told you to watch, right?
I never said that. Again, you're lying.
Ma'am, I'm asking you a question.
You see what you're doing?
Ma'am, I get to ask the questions again.
Right, you're lying.
Ma'am, let's try it again. I'm trying to understand your story. That's all I'm trying to do, get the truth. Okay? So the question is very important. So let's make sure we're clear. You said you've watched videos because someone has told you to watch Jeremy Hale's certain videos, right?
I made a decision to stop watching videos because I could no longer stomach them. It makes me upset. It makes me have anxiety, and it triggers me in other ways, and I cannot deal with it. So I do not watch his videos unless I have to.
And when you say you have to, it's because someone has told you to watch those videos, right?
Because of this case, not because someone has just told me to. It's because of the stalking. It's because of the lies. It's because of the fans making the threats that they're making. It's because of everything.
You watch the videos without someone telling you because of what's happening in this case?
I have at times, no, because people tell me to.
Okay, that was my question. Do you understand? It doesn't take that long to understand. So about what you said you've watched. Please don't make me give you
I do not watch.
I'm in the middle of a question again. Please stop. I'm in the middle of a question. I'm trying to frame a question so you understand it. Listen, you've tested and you're not, ma'am, are you talking to somebody?
No, I'm talking to myself.
Okay. Please don't talk to yourself. Please don't speak when I'm asking you a question. Please
I have the freedom of speech. I'm sorry. You can't take that away.
Okay. For your own viewing pleasure, nothing to do with this case, you've only watched Jeremy House's video on storage units. Is that your testimony?
I have seen maybe 3 coin pusher videos. That's it.
Okay.
Once he started badgering and hurting people, I stopped watching his videos.
And I think you put in your pleading that that was around February 2023, right?
Right.
Okay.
He started hurting people and started hurting me.
All right. So around...
This is where it gets really crazy. LIEnette and Crook stalk us into Otter Creek. They already know all the issues of Otter Creek because they've been watching What the Hills on a daily basis. First thing they do is they start going to town hall meetings. They are the ones that started recording town hall meetings. They are the ones that created Facebook groups against Russ the Sus, against Mary, against Attorney Warren, against Stuart Stewart. They are the ones that placed up signs, handwritten, illegally in different community boxes, and then posted a huge sign on a 4-by-8-foot plywood sheet on their property, illegally. All of this, them hurting the residents of Otter Creek. Now, Russ the Sus was doing illegal things. Mary was doing inappropriate illegal things. And others were as well. So for her to say that I was coming in and I was hurting the people of Otter Creek, the woman literally started Facebook pages against the people of Otter Creek, hung illegal signs, started filming everything, created fights, the whole deal. Her whole plan, outlined and screenshot, was to first get Mary fired from town hall.
February of 2023, after around that time, the only time you've watched a Jeremy Hales video is because someone told you to watch it relating to this case, right?
Yes, I do not watch his videos because they are not fun. They're not funny. They're not entertaining.
That's extra stuff. You said yes.
I do not watch his videos anymore unless I have to.
That's not the question. We're going to keep, you said yes, and then you added stuff, which means I have to follow up. If you don't add, I won't follow up. So let's see if we can understand, even including your follow-up. At some point, you said around February 2023, you stopped watching Jeremy Hale's videos that were watched because for your own pleasure, right?
Right.
Okay.
I don't know around when. I'm not sure. When he started bullying people, I stopped watching.
If I'm a bully, I'm curious what she would call all this then.
Here we still have the illegal sign right here on the property. Here we go. Still have the illegal sign.
I'm gonna take pictures of a sign. You're a little fat, and your wife needs to learn how to suck.
Here we go.
Okay, voluntarily, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and any videos that you've watched since that time, which is around February of 2023, you've watched a lot of his videos, but only because someone told you to watch them, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, do you recall, and who told you, and who told you? Oh, that's right. You've already answered that question. You're not going to tell us. Okay. So, there's a sentence in here describing the video. See it on page 25? See the screen, ma'am? See? See where it says Jeremy slowly drives by LIEnette's house? See that right there at the top?
Yep.
Okay, those aren't your words, right?
No, no. As I said, Lizzie wrote this up. She watched all of the videos and then wrote down everything that was pertinent to what was happening to me.
Right, and you're not going to tell us anything about Lindsay. You're not going to tell me
No,
anyway,
I won't. No, I won't.
and you're taking the fifth because of that.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
The phone is dying.
And as you sit here today, have you watched these videos recently that are on this first complaint?
No, I have not.
Do you have any memory of them as you sit here today without having to watch them again?
No, I would have to watch them again to refresh my memory on what they are.
Okay. All right, then we'll go on. Oh, well, let me go back to the top then. One moment. All right, Ms. Preston, here we go. I'm going to share the screen again. Okay, Ms. Preston, I need to make this a little smaller. This is, do you recognize this as your handwriting? Page 5.
Yes.
Of
Yes,
the
that's
next-
my handwriting.
And for the record, this is the next exhibit. And we can make sure we're on the right numbers here in order. It's her petition, 50 pages. She filed with the court, clerk of courts in Levy County. Ma'am, this is your handwriting, correct?
Yes.
And everything in here is true and correct, right?
Yes.
You want to look at it, please, before you say that? What are you doing, ma'am? Are you texting somebody?
No, yeah.
Who are you texting?
Someone to have them call my lawyer and ask them if they're going to still call me or not.
Ma'am, this is just like a court proceeding. You're not
Okay.
supposed to text people during your court proceeding. By the way,
Okay,
I'd like to ask you, during our court proceedings in this case, have you texted someone during those proceedings in front of Judge Thomas's?
No, I have not. But someone just asked me if they called me. I said no. They're contributing, they're helping me with the money. So I told her no, he had not called me yet. That's all I said.
So when you're giving testimony under oath, you're not to have any assistance and you're not supposed to communicate with anybody.
No one is assisting me in anything.
I'm going to ask you not to communicate with anyone in the room or outside of the room when you're giving testimony. We're asking for your testimony, not anyone else to communicate. Okay?
No one is giving me anything to communicate.
please, I don't want to see you texting anybody, ma'am, in the future in this deposition. Please don't do it. And I'm going to ask you to now to put the screen up and show us your text that you sent a few minutes ago.
She's messaging Patty, who sent her $7,000 for the retainer for Silverman. My heart breaks for the woman because she'll never see a penny of that back. And she lied about texting in court. It's all on video. The court has provided us the video. Her and Russ the Sus are texting back and forth. Russ the Sus being the first to be subpoenaed for depositions for the federal court. And yes, Patty Plummer will be a part of it as well. And if they've deleted all the messages, they find themselves guilty and pressing charges for, yes, tampering with evidence. So many people she's involved in this that these individuals think that they were just going to be a part of it. There would be no consequences. There's huge consequences, which you're about to see in the next episode of The Deposition. The last one. We're almost done.